Gonna see what he do.
Then we rotate because he shot the one he shot late.
Yeah, it was nasty. All of it.
He might give you a listen, hey, that bitch went right. He said, ooh. I said, yeah, that was a bad one. But just the game plan, that's all I'm saying. I'm just not gonna keep giving you the same look.
Nah, I get it. We're not gonna let Mr. Robinson keep doing some bullshit up either. We're gonna be like, look, if you don't dunk that shit the first 2 times, hey, sub his ass out.
Yeah.
He real panic.
Cool, go smaller. Now we can throw it in our
Do they go as Jalen Brunson goes?
Yes.
In the end, yes, they do.
Absolutely.
Fourth quarter for sure.
Okay, so to me, game 2, I'm just saying, if any of those other Alex Caruso's beat me, they beat me. Name them all. You named them all, and you respect them a little more than I respect all the rest of them. I just say, if any of those other guys, if Cat's going to get 30, if Bridges is going to get 30, let him get 30, and then I'll lose on that.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to let that little man beat me again because he just beat my ass for 44-11, and he was the driving force of the whole show.
Yes,
17 points. I'm not going to go with the Cat. Like, Cat can get that thing going.
He can.
Cat just had a bad game.
But he can get that motherfucker going, so I'm going to play him honest, right?
Okay.
I'm not going to not rotate to him. I'm going to make him have to play in crowds and things like that. I'm not, because he can get it going from 3, right? He is aggressive. He just had an off night.
And I think he will say.
But that's where Mikal and OG become so important.
Yeah.
No, but I get what Skip is saying. Like, I can't let the clutch. I can't let Mr. Clutch do what he just did to one of our guys,
especially not down the stretch, man.
It's insane. It's a fireable offense for the coach, and he may be sitting on the hottest seat right now in basketball.
Absolutely.
Well, I mean, how often do we expect Jalen Brunson to take 29 shots in the game, though?
Who?
Yeah. In the remainder of the series. I'm just saying.
Maybe.
Say it again.
Maybe.
I'm just saying.
If he has to.
Say it again.
How often do you expect Jalen Brunson to take 29 shots in the game?
That's good.
Very often.
Actually, I mean, shit. That's
Go look how many.
I get it.
Go look it up how many times he do it last year in the playoffs.
He shoot that bitch when he needs to.
I guarantee, listen, more times than not, they made, second round last year?
Yeah.
Shit, listen. He putting that motherfucker up. I mean,
most this postseason, but let me check.
Most this postseason, he putting that motherfucker up.
At least 25.
Because they've been blowing people out. He ain't had to shoot it 29 times. They was playing close games last year.
33 in one game, a lot of 27s.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's 29.
He will.
27 is 29. You know what I'm saying?
He
took 33 shots. He is putting that bitch up on that rim, dog. And he dribbling that motherfucker 400 times a game, 300 to 400 times a game.
No, I get what y'all
guaranteed.
Saying, just get it out of his hands and see if everybody else can play on.
I remember when I found out that shit was a stat. When I was doing radio, I had a radio, and I really, like, dribbles per game. I found out that was a stat. And I was like they really keep track of dribbles. So it was the series that CP and James and Clay and it was KD and Steph, I think it was. And it was like James and them had dribbled it like twice as many times as both of them, CP and James, they dribbled it twice as many as the other two teams' best players.
That's what Mike Brown said when he was with the Warriors.
Yeah, he did.
Hard and close to 1,000 dribbles when they were playing him. So like, yo, if you just wear him down, let him keep dribbling the ball. So eventually, he's just dribbling the shit out that ball. Mike Brown talking a lot of cash shit after game one, I will say.
He did.
He was
because he know the metrics.
He didn't coach good, so I don't know why.
But I'm just
man damn near threw his shit out, called a timeout.
Yeah, he did.
What? Hey. He damn near threw his back out. I think he did. He hurt something.
We're trying to outdo each other.
Who could be the worst tonight?
Yeah, who could be the worst tonight?
Who gonna put their job on the line tonight? Who can put their job? Who can make this a more fireable offense tonight?
So last question before we move on: will the Cavs be able to recover from blowing a game like this? Can you mention experiencing these things? How long is that hangover after you feel an opportunity like this slip away?
On the road, it's because we did it at Boston when I was with the Nets. Paul Pierce had a great fourth quarter, and they made some big shots. We were on the road, but the series, it wasn't game one. That's the beauty of it. I think for us, it was game 3. We came back and won the series in 6. But game 1, the tough one, man. When you go in there and you playing as well as you are, and we haven't played the best on the road. We had a couple road wins, but we haven't played the best on the road. So to collapse in that fashion, it's going to be a lingering effect. They tired.
Played 7-game series.
Two 7-game series, come out, an overtime game, 1 day rest in between the game. The Knicks are going to come out even more energized and even more focused. Yeah, it's a tall task. It's a tall task to ask to bounce back from that in that hostile environment when you're not the best road playoff team. So yeah, it's a big ask. But it can get done. I ain't saying it can't get done, but you got to play a full, complete game. You got to compete. You got to coach for 48 minutes. You got to play for 40 or however long the game lasts. You got to coach and play for that long. I'm saying it can't be done, but it's a tall ask.
Feels ominous.
Yeah,
We'll
definitely.
say that. We will keep monitoring this series as we do, but now let's shift over to Dallas, where Jason Kidd out as Mavs head coach after 5 seasons with the team. Kidd and the team agreed to mutually part ways Tuesday. So Kidd took over as Mavs head coach 2021, had an overall record of 205 with Dallas, 22-18 in the playoffs, led him to a 52-30 record in conference finals appearance in his first season and an NBA finals appearance in 2024. But since trading Luka to the Lakers last February, the Mavs have missed the playoffs in each of the last 2 seasons as the squad has been hampered by injuries. So earlier this month, the Mavs named former Nuggets and Raptors executive Masai Ujiri as the new team president. According to reports, Kidd was lobbying to get the position, but the Mavs opted to go in a different direction. So during his introductory press conference back on May 5th, Ujiri was asked about Kidd's future with the team, but was non-committal, saying he's done a great job. We're going to look at this thing from head to toe. And in a statement released Tuesday, Masai said, in part, as we elevate the future of our basketball program, we believe this is the right moment for a new direction for our team. We have high expectations for this franchise and a responsibility to build a basketball organization capable of sustained championship contention. Kidd had 4 years and over $40 million remaining on the contract extension he signed with the Mavs before last season. Skip, when you hear this news, caught us all by surprise, but what's your reaction to Jason Kidd and the Mavs parting ways after 5 seasons? Mutually parting. Mutually.
Yes, that's what they said. No surprise at all because, as you point out, Jason wanted that job. and once you don't give it to Jason and you hire somebody else, then that guy comes in and says, oh, he wanted my job. He's out. So
do you know who you're fucking with?
Yes. Thank you.
That part.
I like Jason a lot. I respect him a lot as a head coach. I know the record's not glowing, brilliant. He's 388 and 395 as a head coach, but he's been in a couple of tough spots. And when he's right, he can be really right. And what I still can't wrap my head around in Dallas is I didn't mind the Luka trade. Jason seemed to mind it a lot, and he made big internal waves about it, and that was the beginning of the end for him and the franchise. But I thought if you have Anthony Davis, and they kept saying that Kyrie last year was going to be back by Thanksgiving, and then it went to Christmas, and then it went to first of the year, and then he never came back. But if Kyrie had come back last year with AD and the emergence of Cooper Flagg, and then I looked, you got Clay and PJ Washington and Daniel Gafford, and Lively was hurt last year, but when he came back, and Najee Marshall and Brandon Williams and Caleb Martin, I like that roster. I do. And I thought Jason, if you could get him in the right spot at the right time, I thought he would have been the perfect coach for that roster. So it's just a sad situation to me that it never detonated right place, right time. And now they just need to start completely over and rebuild around Cooper Flagg, obviously. And to do that, they need to start completely fresh from the top because he moved out. He fired a bunch of people in the front office, and more will probably go. Now they're saying Kyrie's going to be on the block to trade sooner than later. And knowing Masai's history, he's hired 2 head coaches, and they were first-timers. So he'll probably reach for somebody we're not on our radar right now. So he wants somebody who will listen to him, who will take direction from him. So now the Dallas Mavericks just started from scratch to me. But you do have a nice piece to build around a young Cooper Flagg.
Mr. B, what do you think about the Mavs, Jason Kidd mutually agreeing to part ways?
I think the writing was on the wall when they let Luka go. But with his time there, I still think he had success. He got to the finals He is a point guard. He's one of the greatest point guards ever to play this game. So you saw what he did with Giannis, putting the ball in his hands, and what he did for Giannis. And then even with Cooper Flag this year, he didn't want to play the point, but we saw some things that I don't even think he knew he had. He's the youngest ever to score 50 points. The team was bad, but he still did what he was supposed to do. And I think the year that he had under Jay Kidd, I think is going to help him out in the long run. Like I said, just because we've seen what he's done. So I'm not shocked. I mean, when a new GM or new everything comes in, they usually want their guy. And now that he was fighting for another position, like he said, you don't get that. So what happens after that. But overall, I mean, I think he's still 4 years, $40 million left on his contract.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
he'll still be getting paid. Jason Kidd will be somewhere in the basketball world before, because he has one of the greatest minds ever when it comes to the game. And man, just unfortunate, but things happen.
4 years, $40 million, not the coach. Obviously, Messiah Jerry Patrick Dumont, Mavs governor, made that decision. Kid had got that extension before last season. But Shai, let's move on to you. What do you think about Jason Kidd and the Mavs parting ways after 5 seasons?
Well, there's 2 different dynamics to this. There is having a coach that can coach players that have experience, players that you can actually not have to coach, to go out there and play the game that give them little tidbits here and there. I think that showed in Brooklyn, where he coached with KG, Deron Williams, all those guys, get them to the playoffs without having to do too much because they all know the game. And he can use his mind based on not having to teach guys where he needs them to be. I think that's what happened in Milwaukee, where he had to go into development mode. And when you're going into development mode as a coach that knows the game, there's 2 things that happen. You clash or you thrive. And you look at Greg Popovich, you're going to have to coach younger guys after tenure when Tim Duncan and all those guys retired. Didn't go well. Steve Kerr, after the guys collapse and he loses his main guys as centerpieces, things didn't go well. Phil Jackson never put himself in that position, but I don't think he's a development coach either. He wouldn't be able to deal with young guys. That's why he didn't come down to New York to coach those guys in New York. Pat Riley, he was in Miami. He was coaching, and he didn't have Shaq and those guys anymore. It was just D Wade. It was like, look, Eric, come in here. I'm not about to deal with these young guys like this. So I think with a guy like Jason Kidd, you got to put him in a position where he has established guys that know how to play, that he can give tidbits to, that they have respect for him to understand what he needs and wants to see and go out and execute it. And I think this year was a big glaring year for him, admitting that he's good at developing players, but you have to then at the same time try to win games with the expectations of who you are. And I think that was the clash with Dallas. They had some type of expectation of him to still win games without having AD and Kyrie and having been like, show us something with Cooper. And it's like, I can only show you how good I can make them. I can't give you 50 wins and then take you to the conference finals with Cooper Flag. And to Skip's point, if you do have Kyrie, AD, Klay Thompson, and all those guys readily available, it looks different for Jason Kidd. It definitely looks different for him. And as brilliant as he is as a point guard, there's, like I said, the 2 dynamics of coaching that you have to adapt to, whether you're going to be a development coach or you're going to be that veteran, winning coach that you don't have to do a lot with. So he'll definitely get another opportunity, because you can't let that type of mind go to waste with all these different teams out here that they're just getting rid of coaches left and right. I think he'll have a place somewhere, and he'll still continue to be who he is and thrive. So just trying to figure out where that will be.
So Mavs have the 9th and the 30th pick in the draft this year. So obviously they're going to build to the future, try to surround Cooper, I believe, with a team that
rebuilding
will put them in the right direction. McKinney, when you hear this news, Jason Kidd, Mavs mutually agreeing to part ways, your former teammate, what's your reaction to that?
Not surprised. Bringing new guy in up top, new ownership within the last few years. Them trading Luka. To Brandon's point, the writing was on the wall then. It was just a matter of time, I think, and the way the season went, the way the season ended. On a high note for Cooper Flag, but overall, not so much. But having the 9th pick, I think, is going to help. But yeah, Messiah wants his own guy in there. He wants to have that voice, have a guy that he has that relationship with. Getting rid of a lot of the previous regime and starting over fresh, I think is needed in a lot of situations where you have winning ways before. You want to get back to those. I think the Dallas Mavericks have that. You have a cornerstone piece in the Cooper Flag to build around. If they are going to move Kyrie, I don't think it's a bad thing. You can get something great for him. Still a hell of a talent with coming off of injury, but having time to rest, I think it has been beneficial for him. So I'm pretty sure wherever he lands will be great. And the Mavs will get something back for it to help with that. But yeah, this is Jason Kidd's third job. Does he get another one? 500 regular season record. Then made a deep run in the playoffs last year. I mean, a couple years ago. But does it, like what it, and I'm glad you made that point about the development part of it, right? I was there when my last year in the league I was there to watch the beginning of the emergence of Giannis, right? And the things that they implemented to get Giannis better. Don't know if it was J. Kidd, don't know if it was Giannis people or a collective, a group, everybody in the room collectively, and come up with a game plan on how to get Giannis to where he became. And at the time, I'm like, yo, they're abusing this kid. Right? And I told him when I saw him at the Dunk Contest a couple years ago, because I hadn't seen him since, I'm like, yo, man, I thought they was abusing you. And he laughed and said, oh, they was. But it was worth it. And it just, for J. Kidd to be a part of that, the development part I saw, right? And Giannis, we all know what the product has become, right? And at the same time, the same player, J. Kidd not having the patience when you're making mistakes throughout the course of the game. So with that, I could see where there was a clash, right, with Cooper Flag and certain way of coaching him and your way of, the way you see the game and the way you expect guys to go out and play and the way you voice those things, I could see a problem. Because within the confines of locker room and things, J. Kidd is a straight shooter. You might come across media as passive and soft-spoken and those things, but when put in situation or pissed off, he's going to tell you exactly what it is. And we saw a few times on the press conference, I know how to develop players, what the hell can you tell me? And
call them assholes.
Right? Y'all. So you see that part of it, but within, that's very rare publicly for him. But when we are in this locker room and when things are competitive, he doesn't have that tact to sugarcoat it for you. And I could see young players not being able to handle that. And if you are that way with this generation of number one pick and Cooper Flag, I could see where there could have been a clash with that. So them parting ways, I've never heard somebody mutually being fired, but this is mutually decision to step. You're playing with people's intelligence at this point.
We owe you $40 million.
Yeah, we owe you 40, but we just gonna pay you to stay home. Like, come on, man. Like you fired the man.
You're a Mavs great.
I know it looks better on the resume to say that I didn't get fired. Like we mutually parted ways, but we see what it is. And J. Kidd is a beautiful basketball mind. I can see him in certain situations, but you're on your third gig. Is there another opportunity out there for the way the game is moving forward?
Orlando is open.
True.
Right?
No, there's jobs out there, and I'm saying,
reports Billy Donovan might be headed over there.
Orlando?
Billy Donovan, Chicago.
Yeah, so what?
Chicago, Yeah,
but what direction do they want to go?
You're right.
After that?
Might be over there collapse.
It's
Philly got that.
It's going to be interesting who Masai brings in. Because his way of it, analytical thinking, the way they approached it in Toronto when he was at the helms, I'm pretty sure they'll bring that same recipe and thought process to the Dallas Mavericks. But it's going to be interesting who they hire. But it's the right time to do it. The draft is coming up. You know what you're trying to do for the future. Everybody being on the same page. And I'm pretty sure they'll hire a coach. He has a short list. they'll hire someone quick, I'm sure. Because draft is coming up. Their draft process is coming up. You're having guys in and out for workouts now. So, yeah, you want that head coach to have some say-so in that. So.
We will see what goes down with the man.
In the D.
Okay, you're our inside man out there, so you will keep us up to date on all the comings and going.
I'm talking about.
So let's talk about something that went down last week that we haven't addressed yet on this couch. So the Spurs eliminated Wolves in 6 games in Minnesota this past Friday, 30-point blowout. There was a moment that had the internet buzzing. Let's take a look at it. So Chris Finch and the Wolves waved the white flag early in the fourth quarter. Finch benches starters, and during a timeout with a little over 8 minutes remaining, his squad down by 33. Ant-Man walked over to the Spurs bench to dap up damn near everyone on their sideline to congratulate them on their impending win. Interrupted the stoppage of play. Made sure, even dapped up Kelly Olynyk, as you see, with the half dap for Kelly. Amongst others, Ant was asked about the move and had this response.
At that point, you know you ain't going back in, so you're just trying to get them the respect they deserve. So, yeah.
So, Skip, when you watched that, I heard you laughing while watching the clip. What's your reaction to Ant-Man dapping up the Spurs with 8 minutes left in that game?
I didn't like it. And I like him a lot. I think he's still growing up right before your very eyes as the leader of that franchise. But you win together, and you definitely learn to win by losing together. And that was a look at me move. That was, I'm apart from my team. I'm above my team. It's a grandstand move. It's a self-promotional move. And leaders lead with the team, not apart from the team. And so you guys have sat through a lot of losses in your time, because everybody does. And you just sit with your guys. You're down 128-95. I got it. But you sit with them, and you lose with them, and you feel it with them. And then you do what everybody does. Then as a group, you go and you congratulate them for kicking your asses, because they kicked your asses. Okay, I got it. But you don't do that. I've never seen anybody do that, and I've watched a lot of great players. And I realized it was a concession, and he framed it correctly afterward by saying, well, I wanted to give them the respect that they had earned. But you can do that when the game ends, because you don't want to look like you're above and beyond your team. You don't want to look like, I don't want to associate with my team. I just want to end this now. And that rubbed me the wrong way.
Can you agree or disagree with Skip in grandstanding? He's the representative of the Minnesota Timberwolves franchise player, but 8 minutes to go in that game. Still time left on the clock. Elimination game.
See, Skip has been in media and stuff a lot longer than me, so his choice words for him are a little different. That's some bullshit, man. Like, straight up. Like, us being in this shit together, and game is not, I had a problem, a big time problem with it, and we probably would have fought in the locker room after the fact. Like, I would have tried him in the locker room after the fact. We probably wouldn't have made it to the locker room.
Yeah. What the fuck you just do down
What the
there?
fuck? That would have been my ass in real time. So I'm too competitive for that. I'm in this foxhole with y'all. I'm not standing over, like to your point, Skip, I'm not standing over the foxhole and, hey, what y'all need?
Yeah.
Like, no, we're not doing that in this thing, man. You are the leader of that team. It looked, I don't want to get into name calling about Ant, but it was something I had never seen. It is something that is, as competitors, is frowned upon. During the course of the game's still going on. Okay, yeah, you waved the white flag, we get it. But as a head coach, how do you feel as Chris Fish? How do you feel about that? Like, do you address him publicly? Do you go to the front office and demand we do something because that's unacceptable for me as a coach? Because it's unacceptable, man. Behavior from any player, but especially my guy. It's a losers, quitters thing, man. And I don't look at Anthony Edwards as that. No. But that moment showed something totally different than the competitor I thought he was. Yeah. And is. Yeah, but for me, it's for us, man. Y'all been in this thing together, man. Y'all competed, y'all won with teammates, y'all lost with teammates. We played bad, we played great, but to see that happen, and for the Spurs, right? What does that do moving forward to our confidence with this guy, right? I don't respect you anymore. I don't care how well you played during the NBA season. As somebody who have to see you at a minimum 4 times next year, I've lost all respect for you. Like, when he walked off, dudes so proud over there like, fuck this. Like, when he walked off, I thought he was just going to shake Miss Johnson's hand. Like, all right, I don't like that, but all right, cool, you just going to shake the head coach's hand like, hey, you had my number, I'll see you next year. But to go around each fucking assistant coaches, the trainer, the ball boys that they bring, like, everybody gets a dap.
Kelly Olynyk.
Right?
Even Kelly Olynyk got a half dap, not a full.
Plumlee, like, dude, them dudes ain't touched the floor 1 minute against you, and you over there dapping people up who, like, no, dog. Like, nah, man, I'm glad we got to this, because it was, I talked about it with other people, man, but hey, it's fucking unacceptable as a competitor in this at the highest level. Like, you have a problem if a child did it. So at the highest level, man, we fighting for something out here, man. It's unacceptable, man. Unacceptable.
Let's shift over to you, Mr. B. What do you think about Ant-Man dapping up the Spurs, congratulating them on their series win with 8 minutes left to go in that game?
I mean, he was dapping them up like it was his last time being in a T-Wolves jersey. I mean, I got to look at that like at a front office from a coaching standpoint, from my teammates. I mean, it's definitely something we've never seen before. And he's a guy who I wish Nick Young was here, because I could be like, well, this is your face of the NBA,
right?
So how
just showing great sportsmanship, being no.
You know what I'm saying. So this is what he does. With 8 minutes to go. We always known to have sportsmanship, and we do that at the end of the game. Especially in the playoff series, you go shake the guy's hands, if you want, or sometimes you just don't. But I just think with the NBA, you only get so many chances to do to show who you really are. And this was one, especially in the era that we live in today, so from here going out now, he's going to have to really take his game to the next level and show that was just a stunt or something, because, next year now you have a target on your back. So when you're down 20 again in the fourth or something, you might as well just go shake somebody else's hand every time now. So you just got to be careful with things like that, and and how you present yourself. I mean, look, a hell of a talent, shows up all the time. Off the court, marketable ability is crazy. But like Kenyon said, from a competitor standpoint, from other guys, it's like, hey, shit, man, all we got to do is be up by 30 or 40. Come shake our hands with 8 minutes left. Some type of shit like that. So that's just what you're leaving on guys' face. And guys remember, and next year is going to get even harder. So you see with San Antonio, they're not getting no worse. OKC's going to make everybody's going to be better next year. So whatever that was, maybe that was your last game, or maybe you're just telling them like, hey, my time here is done.
Like you mentioned, tough to see an American surrendering to a Frenchman.
We've been telling y'all about that. We've been telling y'all the Americans got to bow down for.
No.
Well, he did.
Circumstance.
Huh?
He did.
Yeah, but we've been saying this for 3 years, and they've been acting us like we've been crazy.
Playing the long game, Amir Rope-a-dope. Let us hope. But Shad, you watched the situation. Ant-Man walking over to the Spurs sideline during the stoppage of play over 8 minutes ago in the game, down 33. Game pretty much decided. Wolves had already waved the white flag. What's your reaction to Ant-Man dapping up the Spurs, in particular Kelly Olynyk? No, I'm just kidding.
Leadership is lonely, but leadership is not selfish. And when you think about the statement, everything y'all highlighted as far as foxhole, as far as I'm with my guys, win as a team, we lose as a team. When your leader puts up a white flag, say essentially, there is no white flag when I'm dying on my shield. There ain't no I gave up, especially in this series where we fought tooth and nail. We clawed and we scratched and we bit. We got elbows, we threw elbows. This is a rivalry. This is us against them. Next year, I can't wait to get back here. Matter of fact, I might not shake nobody's hand. How many times have we seen LeBron James walk to the fucking locker room and not shake nobody's hand? Isaiah Thomas, Kobe Bryant in 2003 lost to the Spurs. Man, did that interview, man. He ain't want to shake nobody's hand. I'm coming back next year with a vengeance. I can't wait to work my ass off to get back to this spot so I can take these guys out. I think this generation is taking for granted the paycheck over the performance. I think that when you're so good with how you're living and your lifestyle, you forget about competitiveness. Mm-hmm. Being a true competitor means I don't give a fuck about what's going over there. We just got our ass beat. There ain't a bone in my body that's gonna smile and go look at the coach and shake his hand. It's no way.
In the back in the tunnel after we done got out the shower and my message would be, I'll see you next year, right?
Holla.
Like, I'll see you next year.
Holla. I might dap you up with the elbow or the, like, but watch out. It's one thing to be emotional, but it's one thing to just be critical. Like, when you're critical of your performances, we just got our asses whooped at home. Nah, last thing I'm doing is trying to shake y'all hand and let y'all know I gave y'all respect. There's never respect. Respect nothing. Even if you beat me. Yes, I was wrong, but I'm always right.
What?
I'm always right. Even when I'm wrong, I'm always right. You will never get me to admit that I'm wrong.
All right, gonna be like Isaiah Thomas.
Never.
Gonna be off that USA team. Go shake his hand.
Never.
Yeah, no, but that's like, I don't think losing bothers these guys enough.
At all.
Like, for me, I'm a sore loser, dog. Like, I ain't gonna even hold you. Like, to your point, shaking hands after playoff series and all that, I'm not shaking your fucking hand, bro. Like, I'm just not. Like, you just beat me. That's like we're not finna. That's why, I'm a big fan of boxing and mixed martial arts and different things like that, and they get done, they shake hands. I don't think I could have been in that, right? Because you're trying to knock my head off. Like, you're trying to hurt me in here.
So what about boxing? Like,
same thing. I'm the same way.
I mean, but when you guys are here at one guy like that, you just like.
I dig it. You won.
I don't have to respect. Like,
I don't have to do that. I don't have to do. There's nothing in the rule book that says I have to dap you up after that.
No, not you. What if the other guy just comes up to you and be like, "Yo, man."
All right, that's one thing. That's cool. I'll accept that.
Yeah.
But for me to initiate it, for me to walk over there after the game, we meet at, dude, we got to be something real special for me. Like, we got to have this bond before we started this. So for me, I'm just saying, for me, right, how I approached it, right?
So when you win,
once I get going,
it don't matter. Win or lose, it don't matter.
Win or lose, it don't matter.
Okay.
I'm not finna go up to you after we beat you, or if you beat me, I'm not walking up to you, better luck next time, or you just beat me and you want a good season. I'm not.
Don't never let them.
Not a fan of the post-series dap-up?
I'm not. My mom used to listen. This is what my mom.
So what about the respect for the game?
I respect the game as it is, but there's nothing that says I have to do that part of it. When we're in the 94-50, I respect that. I respect playing hard. I respect us competing. I respect all of that. But there's nothing that after the fact that says when this is over, I have to shake your fucking hand.
Right. So do you respect if they have a problem with you not doing that? Like,
cool, have a problem with it.
Like how Mike was.
Cool, you can't beat me. Cool. What's next? So my thing, what's next?
Well, what's next is you're going to be off the USA team and you're going
to. But that's.
I'm just.
But that was the whole.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, but I'm saying the respect of, like we've seen the consequences when people don't.
Yeah, but that was that era. But for me, as just individually, right? Mm-hmm. Winning and losing does something to me and for me, right? Okay. That's just me as like my mom stayed with me for 2 seasons in Denver, right? And I remember it vividly. We used to get in the car after the game, and I remember one day somebody asked me something, and I had nothing to say. I could still hear I hate when he gets like this. This is a regular season game, dog. Like, I hate when he gets like this. We had lost 3 straight or some shit, and I just don't do it well. I understand one team has to lose and one team has to win. I understand that part of it. Nobody's 100% in it. But if I care too much, maybe it's internal or maybe it's a fault of mine that I care entirely too much.
So you care too much to not shake the opponent's hand.
Yes.
Yes. So I mean, no. I'm just saying. So the fact that you won't even shake their hands, or regardless.
Win or lose.
So what Ant-Man did is still sportsmanship at the end of the day. Now, then, if we're going to look at it like,
I fucking think that's overrated.
Sportsmanship?
I think sportsmanship is overrated to a certain degree.
Man, to a certain degree. I know, but I'm just saying, okay, you got Magic Bird back in the '80s. You know what I'm saying?
I respect you, but I
you know what I'm saying? I shake their hands, you know what I'm saying? And the respect was so much to where, they did commercials together, it was, they cried, because
it took a while, trust me.
And that's off the floor.
I was there.
Yeah, but that's
a while.
B.
Right, but as you get older, right, and we see the top 75, but we see
it was after they were both established.
That's off the floor.
They each won a championship.
I see you a month later, 2 months later at the bar or something. I get you a drink or a shot.
Right, but during it,
I get you a drink or a shot.
Mike wasn't cool with the guys he was going against, and then
Mike will hang out with the Knicks and Mike will hang out with Pat Ewing the night before and go out and bust his head to the white. That's fine. That's his man's off. They can hang out before, but that's the same thing. I can hang out with you before. Listen, we could have been out to 3 a.m. Me and you can been out. We play tomorrow. We can been out to 3 a.m. Y'all kick. We lose by 30.
Don't text me nothing.
But as soon as the go off, the horn go off, I'm not gonna walk up to you and be like, my nigga. I'm not gonna do it. Listen, I fuck with you. Listen. 10 toes. We've been from the sandbox, right?
So but you still have respect, though.
Yeah, like a mother. Yes, the respect is there.
Okay.
But soon as we get done, I'm still on 10.
Give me an hour.
Listen, when the game started, I was on 13, 14, right? When it's over, I'm still on 10. I need time to, the process of what the fuck, how I play for one.
Yeah.
And then we can go from there.
Okay.
But as soon as we get done, nah, because I don't want to misinterpret anything.
Okay. I mean,
that's just me.
I hear you.
Yeah, sorest loser I was ever around was Michael Jordan. But he went 6-0 in the finals because of that.
Yeah,
what do you mean the sorest loser?
Like regular season games, he was the last thing he wanted to do was shake anybody's hand, especially the way Ant just shook their hands.
Okay.
Like that's not, it's like Kenyon saying, it's not in your makeup, it's not in your psyche, it's not who you are. You just, he can go hang with Barkley before he goes and kicks Barkley's ass.
Well, there's a difference though, man. I mean, I can't say that I'm a sore loser. There is a respect for the game that is integrated in the sportsmanship when you do beat a motherfucker ass and you, whether it's a dap up or elbow or a look in the face, I'll see you later, there's still a respect level and there is a disrespect level. And I think with sports, we've gotten to a point that we've lost the middle ground of, regardless of, like you said, the Magic and Bird, Michael and Isaiah, at some point there still was a come to the middle and, all right, go ahead about your business, KG and Chris Webber, Paul and D Wade, and there's a lot of different scenarios we can throw in there, but you never let them see you laugh, you never let them see you cry. But as a warrior, you know that I'm not trying to wave no white flag. I'm not trying to be friends with nobody. But if you beat me, you beat me. If I lose, I lose. I got to be able to take my losses like I take my wins.
Absolutely.
And if I could take my wins and everybody can celebrate me, I got to be able to get criticized when I lose. And I'm not going across the side to do some extra shit to make everybody feel good about our loss. Yeah. And I think that's what he did. He tried to jump ahead of the loss and have everybody feel like he was being the ultimate sportsman.
Yeah.
And it didn't. It was unnecessary.
Backfired.
But didn't the coach wave the white flag?
But still, though, it backfired.
Regardless of the coach, because the coach has a different credence than the players do.
Yeah.
We don't owe other players anything but that line when we walk and we shake everybody's hand. We say good game. All of that. That ain't no pound, all hugs and all that. Everybody has a decision to do that. But if I just want to and get up out of here, or if I just want to do what LeBron do and go straight to the locker room, hey, I know y'all, I've been playing y'all all season long. Hey, man, fuck that. Y'all beat us, and I don't want to see none of y'all faces. Watch out. That's not being a sore loser. That's taking the loss personal.
That is.
I'm taking it personal. So if I see y'all backstage and it's like, yo, it's love, it's just not in the middle of the game where everyone's watching and seeing that I got the ultimate respect for losing. That's not being a competitor. That's not saying I want to be a champion one day. That's being like, you know what? If we punch you in the mouth soon enough, you'll come over here and say, hey, man, I know y'all punched me in my mouth, but I'll see y'all at dinner later.
But doing that. Josiah, did both coaches take out both their starters?
No, they were still in the game. San Antonio guys were still on the bench and still in the game. It was 8 minutes to go.
And they were getting blew out, right? And then the Minnesota Timberwolves coach threw in the white flag.
Yeah.
Right? He was like, yo, it's it. Y'all not going back no matter what. It's over.
Cool. Okay.
So instead of him doing it after the game, I'm just get this out the way now and then I'm out.
Nah, it ain't no after. So think about the coach. If you're the coach, you're watching your player.
But I'm saying, your coach, he throws in the white flag. Listen, it don't matter. Y'all not getting back in. Listen, boom, boom, boom. All right, it's over.
But you're not going to get up from your bench and walk all the way down as a coach. If I see my player get up and go down there and then you like, what is he doing? And then he's dapping everybody up. When he come back over here, I'm calling another timeout. I'm calling another time. What the fuck was that, bro? What is you doing? Hey, man, I mean, they beat our ass. I don't want to hear none of that young, immature.
Who over there gonna tell him that?
Yeah, that was a
like it don't matter. I'm not saying somebody's gonna tell him that. I'm not saying nobody's gonna tell him. I'm saying somebody. If I'm the coach, I'm gonna tell him that.
Okay,
I'm saying time out. I don't care. He's gonna get the message that this ain't cool.
It ain't no message.
Yes,
it is that we stuck and I'm out here playing with two bad knees.
The message is you're being a punk.
No, the message is
you're being a punk.
I'm out here with two
I don't care. You should have set your ass down if you're going to use your knees as an excuse. Use your knees as an excuse. Don't bring your ass out here.
Hell no.
The fuck you playing for?
Hell no.
So if you playing with two bad knees, take the ice, take your ass in the back, and get in the fucking ice tub.
Right.
You don't leave them alone.
And your ass
they just beat our ass.
Being the coach,
they just robbed us. They just robbed us for all our jewelry. And you like, hey, my nigga, hey, keep that jewelry, though. I mean, you had good guns. Man, fuck out of here, man. Nah.
Come on, man. I'm on two bad knees.
Nah.
We ain't got our best players.
Nah.
If that's how Chris talking to him, Chris, you can get your ass up out of here.
Nah.
Because first of all, I've been holding down this fucking organization.
You just went down there and pulled your skirt down, bro.
No,
you just went down there and pulled your skirt down, bro.
My coach
you
put the skirt
about?
down. My coach did.
No, the coach don't play. The coach don't play on the court. The coach don't play on the court.
The coach throwing the white flag. The coach said, y'all not getting back in.
We're down 30. We're down 30.
I can't get back in.
No, you can't, because you ain't do shit when you was in.
Oh, my God.
You didn't do shit when you was in the game.
That's why we got the first
now
round.
Sit your ass
we got
out.
The first round because of me. On two bad knees. We weren't even supposed to do that. But now we ain't doing it.
Why are we not in the next round because of you then? Why are we not in the next round because of you?
We're short-handed.
You want the motherfucking credit? You take the criticism.
We're short-handed.
Sit your ass down and wait till this shit hits zero. Then you go say what's up to all them niggas like you want to.
Hey, yo,
until then, man, watch out.
Remember when
That's
Kobe
sucker shit.
quit on his team against the Lakers, right? Remember when Kobe quit on his team? Right?
He still shook hands. He still shook hands.
Was that respect for the game?
He still shook hands. Still shook hands.
I can't play with these guys.
Remember when LeBron quit on his team? Was that sportsmanship? Remember when LeBron did it? Remember 3 times?
When?
When he left out?
He left.
Didn't shake nobody's hand, went to the locker room with 3 minutes left.
No, not during the game.
It.
Not during the game.
We're not going to say Kobe. We're going to say everybody. Everybody done did it.
No,
he did it 3 times.
No, your favorite
So when the motherfuckers start doing it and they think that it's cool, it ain't cool. It ain't cool. It ain't cool.
Mamba mentality.
It ain't cool.
Come on, man.
It ain't cool.
Facilitator, Mr. B.
It ain't cool.
He quit on this team.
It ain't cool. We went back and won 2 more, though. Quit that. Now, quit that. Thank you. Next.
Quit on your team.
Next.
Quit on your team. I can't play with these guys.
Next. Give me some guys I can play with. Next. I'll shake you niggas' hands, but I ain't going over there I ain't going down there to shake their hands.
So he wanted to improve his roster.
Don't matter. I got two in a row.
Give me some guys I can play with.
After that.
Would imply he wanted to improve his
Watch out, man. Y'all watch out. You ain't me either. So don't even start saying you me. You not me.
Le GM, as they like to say.
Yeah, no, it was some. You just don't do that.
All right, well, let's
Sorry, he'll be back. It's Ant-Man. He'll be back.
It is Ant-Man.
He'll get healthy.
We will see if that's in Minnesota or elsewhere, but let's move on to our last topic of the day. So we talked about SGA winning his 2nd straight MVP yesterday, but there is a difference in being the most valuable player and the best player in this league. Obviously, the Spurs came in and spoiled SGA's MVP trophy presentation night before Game 1. Wemby became the youngest player in league history with a 40-point, 20-rebound game. Wemby was asked if he thinks he's the best player in the world right now, had this response.
Do I feel like it right now? I feel tired. But it's not a question I'm wondering right now. We'll see, The world is 8 billion people, so it's 8 billion opinions.
Very composed, very measured, interesting analysis there. So we've had this conversation previously. I think we did last year after SGA won the MVP. Some felt that Jokic still the best player in the world even after that. Now SGA has gone back-to-back with MVPs, but the Thunder did get smacked double overtime against Wemby. 3rd in MVP voting. Had the best defensive season in NBA history according to the Square Media. The only unanimous defensive player of the year in NBA history. But Skip, when you look around, in your opinion, who is the best player in the league right now?
I think tonight you'll see that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is the best player in the world. And he has won back-to-back MVPs legitimately, decisively, for reasons that I've detailed on the show. And I know most people are prisoners of Wemby's incredible moment the other night when he made a 30-foot three-point shot to tie the game. And as a Thunder supporter and believer, I believe they're going to win this in 7 games, and I believe they'll win this tonight, and I believe they will figure some ways to keep him to a lower roar than he roared the other night. And he is on his way to becoming all-time great. Maybe he will become the greatest player ever in the history of this game at some point, but I don't think he's there yet, and I think you'll see that tonight. And SGA is there. He is the best player, the best leader, the best clutch player, and a very good defender in and of his own right. And he did have 5 steals the other night, and he did score 12 in the 4th quarter when it was time, and he did hit the shot that did tie the game and send it to overtime. And I'm just happy that we're doing this question, and I'm happy that the world has decided that Victor Wembanyama is the greatest player in the world, because the Thunder needed to hear this for 48 hours. And Chet Holmgren needed to hear this for 48 hours. And he needed to hear Kenyon say, it's time to put your big boy pants on. It's time to grow up and be a man. And whatever you have to give, you've got to give it, because he did average 17 and 9, did Chet Holmgren, and he did make the All-Star team. He made the All-Star team. That's pretty great for a kid his age. And now you need to say, I want him. I want to take him. Maybe I'll foul out in the first half, but I want to take him, and he's going to take my best shots. And I saw Chet maybe by accident have to take him late in that game 3 different times. And he made him work. he bothered Wemby as much as you can bother that 7'6" man or whatever he is. And Chet is 7 feet tall, might be 7'1", and you know, he can jump a little. He can jump a little. He's got a little spring to him. And because of that, I think he can bother Victor Wembanyama, and I think he will tonight. And I think Shai Gilgeous-Alexander will show up tonight in ways he hasn't shown up against San Antonio all year long. This is, to me, do or die for the home team, and I believe the home team will do. That's what I believe. And I believe by tomorrow, the world won't be saying Victor Wembanyama is by far the greatest player in the world. That's what I believe.
Let's shift over to you, Mr. B. Tough Crowd Golf, Country Club, card carrying member.
Yeah.
In your expert opinion, who is the best player in the league at this very moment?
Right now, I would have to say Wemby. He's been taking his game to the next level since the playoffs started. You know, with everything going on, even from last year not making the playoffs to this being your first year in the playoffs, you are definitely having a run. But also, man, that man over there in New York, Jalen Brunson, he's been doing his thing also. You know, they've been going through the playoffs too, and right now he's playing like one of the best Knicks players ever to put on that jersey. I know it's still early, but you know he's playing like it right now. But no, it's between him and Wemby. You know, I know he got one game against SGA on his MVP night, but you know this is going to be a long series. So right now it's out of those two to me.
So Kenny, let's shift over this side. I know you're a big Jokic fan.
Oh, so I was gonna ask. So we saying this of the guys that still playing?
No,
yeah. I think
I'm saying at this very moment, who's the best basketball player
in the National Basketball Association, not just still playing,
let alone the world.
Oh, you know, I'm not gonna deviate. I'm saying Wemby is there, Shea doing his thing. There's some dogs in the league, of course, but what Nikola is doing, I'm not gonna ignore. I yell it from the rooftop. When guys are doing things that we've never seen in history, not being as athletic as most and not doing it this way, but last 5-6 years, either 1 or 2 in MVP voting every year, I'm gonna go with that guy. Production and numbers and things are hard to ignore. The efficiency is hard to ignore. Makes his teammates better. It's hard to ignore. Leading the league in assists the last 2 years. So yeah, I'm gonna go with that guy. Big fella.
Sean, let's move on to yourself.
But hold on one second, Sean, before you go. Skip, my memory serves me like I used to listen to you be on the show I could vividly hear you saying my Spurs this, my Spurs that, my Spurs, my Spurs, my Spurs. It was always my Spurs.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So when did Oklahoma City become last year when they won it?
No.
Because they only been in Oklahoma City for a handful of years.
Yeah. So born and raised in Oklahoma City for my first 18 years.
Your first 18 years there.
Yes.
It was, but let me ask you a question. Maybe I don't know this or not. But when your first 18 years of your life, did they have a basketball team?
No.
The closest thing to y'all was maybe the Sooners, right? You was from?
Definitely.
Okay, all right.
So then when I went to Dallas, Texas to be the columnist there when I was 25 years of age at the Dallas Morning News, maybe you read it once upon a time, I don't know.
Probably so.
There was no basketball team.
Okay.
It was pre-Mavericks.
Gotcha.
And so for my basketball fix, I would have to go to San Antonio and watch one of the greatest players I ever watched, George Gervin, who was the Iceman. It's not Caleb Williams, it was George Gervin.
I dig it. There are several Icemen nowadays.
Yeah, there are lots of Icemen. Yeah. That was the one and only original to me.
Okay.
And I became a Spurs fan at that point, but really became a Spurs fan when they broke through in '99 and won in that strike year with Tim Duncan. And I loved Duncan, Parker, and Ginobili. And I was never a Popovich fan, but I loved those three. And once LeBron came along, the arch rival for LeBron, obviously, as they began to clash, became the San Antonio Spurs. So all my years on First Take, I was a Spurs supporter.
Yeah, I remember, vividly.
And then when the Thunder rose up in 2012, I've said this 1,000 times on the air, that team of Durant, Westbrook, and Harden, I clashed with all of them repeatedly. They didn't like me, and I slowly but surely did not like them. And I found them as a threesome unlovable and unembraceable. And I took a lot of crap for it, and I was a wanted man in my hometown of Oklahoma City because of that.
Okay, I dig.
So they turned me completely away from the Thunder, and I think all three have shown in their different ways to be pretty unlikable off the floor. That's just me, for all the reasons that we've talked about. And even Durant was all over me for criticizing Westbrook for taking more shots than Kevin Durant took. In that first year of 2012 they broke through, he would constantly rip me and say, Skip Bayless doesn't know shit about basketball, while I'm defending Kevin because he was a much better scorer and shooter to me than Russell Westbrook.
Yeah.
That was like blatantly, painfully obvious. So that's what happened.
Okay.
They turned me away from the Thunder, and 3 years ago I came back to the Thunder because this team right now is lovable to me because it's a TEAM team. They win together, they lose together. They're just fun to watch because they play hard. So I am now I'm now what I should have been from the start, a Thunder fan.
I dig it. All right. I was.
There you go.
I thought my memory was. Well, I know who you're gonna pick for the best player in the league. So
how did he become a Spurs fan?
That's just since Wemby got
Wemby.
Just
Wemby. That's it.
Wamba.
He is Wemby, and we know he is gonna pick Wemby. Wemby is it, that, and some.
All right.
So
I think we need to get back to what the fans and the Hooper community knows to be true. If I was to put in to ChatGPT, stats from SGA, stats from Joker, stats from Wemby, what would it spit back out to me when I asked it, who's the best player?
I thought you were talking Hoopers, not ChatGPT.
Yeah, just let me get to it. Can I get to it? I'll let y'all cook. I'll let you cook. They would spit back out what? Joker probably is the best, or SGA because of da-da-da-da. But ChatGPT don't got no eyes. It can't watch the game. And this is what we've done in the basketball community. We've gone off metrics of data. Everyone gets mad at the nerds for bringing analytics in because it goes away from what we see to be true. Somebody tells me that Kobe Bryant's number 9 all time and trying to tell me that I didn't see some shit that I seen. Then you're trying to tell me that I'm not watching Victor Wembanyama. What you said, he could go down as the greatest basketball. How you can give him this much potential at 22, but then not say he's the best player on the floor right now? And you would bring up all these stats about why he's not. And I would say, but what am I watching? I just watched him do 41 and 24. And I watched him control the whole game on the defensive side and the offensive side. He did it all year. Unanimous defensive player of the year at 22 years old. First time ever. Debut. Never been to the playoffs before. Debut against the Oklahoma City Thunder. I went 4-1 all season against. Whoop they ass. I'm going to whoop your ass again. Game 1. Record. Wilt. We ain't seen shit like this since Wilt. But somehow, some way, they want to trick the fans and the audience into believing that the numbers are more important than what you actually seeing in real time. If you threw together a collage of highlights of Victor Wembanyama in comparison to everybody else, I can guarantee you they would throw the other highlights away. This guy.
Those are highlights.
This guy is one of a kind. blocking shots, running down, shooting from the logo off 1 foot. Why are you doing that, Victor? Why are you doing that? That's weird. That's weird. Did you block somebody's shot twice, like Kenya Martin used to do? Bloop, bloop.
So I dare you once again, pick a sweep. Tell me the Spurs are going to sweep.
This was not in the rundown, but it always comes back to this.
It always
You have
because if they don't sweep, I guess I'm wrong, right? You can win one game, you feel good.
You feel
I like 7. I like to take you and stretch. Stretch your arms.
I think you're going to get stretched.
Mr. Elastic, stretch that motherfucker and let you see every single game about why I'm the motherfucking MVP. You're going to see every game. Why?
Well, then I'm going to see 3 losses, right?
No, what's the record now? 5-1?
1-0 in the postseason. Well, speaking of Spurs Thunder, let's wrap up today with our playoff picks powered by Underdog's prediction markets. So let's take a look at the updated standings, if we can.
Is that another dub?
I think everybody. With Knicks, if I'm not mistaken.
Keep going up, don't it?
Yeah, we both picked the same teams.
The whole couch, I think, was it.
Everybody picked two.
At a New York
You
State
picked
of
San
Mind.
Antonio, we picked this, but the other game everybody picked the Knicks.
Yesterday on this very couch.
Yes, we all picked the Knicks.
I could have swore y'all
So
picked the
San Antonio again, right?
No, we all picked the Knicks.
Game 2 of the Western Conference Finals tonight in OKC. Thunder dropped Game 1 of the Spurs in double overtime behind a Wemby masterclass. As we have already talked about, Thunder still sizable favorites in Game 2 to tie the series up at 1 game apiece. OKC 69% chance to win Game 2. Spurs 33% chance to take a commanding 2-0 lead back to San Antonio. So, Shai, we will start with you. Who wins Game 2 of the Western Conference Finals?
Gonna go 2-0. Spurs.
You have taken the San Antonio Spurs to take a 2-0 series lead against the defending champion, Oklahoma City
But
Thunder.
you're sticking with 7?
Yeah. If you shoot high, you don't have to shoot low. All right? You shoot high, and then if we come up and we do sweep you, it's more of a celebration.
Kenny, let's move on to you. Who you taking tonight, Game 2 of the Western Conference Finals? This could help you close the gap on shot.
Close the gap on shot. That's what it sounds like. They're always trying to close the gap on me.
You're still in first place.
Or improve your,
Shit.
increase the gap, excuse me.
I'm gonna go Spurs on the road, man.
So we have 2 Spurs.
He can't lose if he agree with me.
And I was gonna say,
Can't lose if he agree with me.
interesting strategy. As long
That's
as
a
you guys-
very
as long
good
as you guys go
strategy.
to that-
If he can't
he will
lose, and we
hold
both lose, we both lose. He gonna still be
will hold
in front,
on.
so it don't matter.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with it. Yeah, because Wemby proves he's the best player on the floor, man. So until something change, I'm gonna go with the Spurs.
All right, Skip, let's move to this side.
Oh, you know, yeah.
You want to go?
It's only one choice for
I mean,
Skip.
Spurs 5-1. I mean, I'm the Spurs. I ain't changing that until they.
And you're getting Fox back.
Good.
You know what? I'm gonna go OKC.
Already.
I'm gonna go OKC.
They just hold it down, B.
I'm gonna go OKC tonight.
Why?
I think they tied up 1-1. I mean, SGA is still who he is. You know, when he gets boomed on, he does come back, and he always answers. He's always been a guy that's talked about consistency and being able to go back to the table and figure things out. So this guy has seen everything, and I think tonight he'll be able to come back and show who he is.
Boom.
And Chet, I think Chet's gonna get the message.
Chet Holmgren.
So who got boomed on?
Oh, when OKC was getting boomed on all year, when it was 5-1,
You
like
said SGA got boomed on, right?
Yeah.
Boom, the boom.
yeah,
I'll just make sure you say it with your chest a little bit. Say
Bada
boom, boom.
yeah, I said boom.
Bada boom, bada bing.
There was a boom what response. We will.
There was a
Where'd
boom
the
what?
boom go?
There was a boom what?
If the boom
I'm just here to
delivered
talk
once
music,
again by
man.
San Antonio.
Man, I'm just here to talk basketball.
Who you taking?
I've never heard the album, so I don't know.
Game 2, Spurs.
They told us,
Cold. It's cold.
they told us don't push play.
It's cold. It's cold.
I ain't gonna push play.
It's cold. It's icy.
I got right back to that wall lane.
So, a year ago, the Thunder lost Game 1 at home to Joker. And they won the series in 7 games. And a year ago, they lost Game 1 at home of the NBA Finals to Halliburton on a great last-second shot. and they won the finals in 7 games. And I want to remind you that in last year's finals, pivotal game 5, Jalen Williams, who did make the All-Star team a year ago, scored 40 points. It was at home. And I believe Jalen Williams will come up huge tonight. I think he's ready to be back. He needed 1 game to get his legs underneath him.
She had 26.
He scored 26 and he took 25 shots, 2 more than SGA took.
Yeah.
Made 11 of 25. So I think he's ready for a bigger game than 26. And they need a bigger game from him because the onus and focus will obviously be on the 2-time MVP. I do think Chet will play much bigger than he has. And I do think that the Thunder will do what they always do. They're going to win this game 2, and they're going to win this series in 7 games. I'm sticking with that.
All right. We got our picks up for this evening. We will see what happens. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody on this couch. As always, shout out to our crew. Punctual, diligent. Always make sure the fridge is sufficiently stocked with an assortment of fine beverages. For that, you are appreciated. But this has been another episode of Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog. Whoa, whoa!
Woo, woo.
We will see y'all tomorrow.
Dominate the Rift with Opera GX. Install any official LoL esports mod from GX Store to unlock bonus content and features. Browse the collection and choose a mod. Open GX Corner and scroll to the Riot section with a brand new co-streaming hub. Set your language and choose a stream. Only on the browser for gamers. Only on Opera GX.
DistroKid is the easiest way to put out music.
You see, DistroKid makes it so easy to get your music on all of the streaming platforms.
Instagram, Apple, TikTok, Shazam.
I just don't think that we give DistroKid enough credit for what they do.
I'm getting major label services at indie artist prices.
And they never take a cut of your royalties.
It was lots.
Flourishing freely over the Willing Hills Cup.
Hopping fences and shit. Was they over here or was they more down? That's because you was coming to my neighborhood. Down by. Them black. Yeah, them Africans over there, them blacks over there. Get a little dark skinners over there. Oh my God. King Kong on the building with the white girl. Yeah, they thought, that was you.
Symbolism, ladies and gentlemen. We got a lot to discuss. Here's what's cracking in Gil's Arena today.
I'm just saying.
James Harden and the Clippers reportedly aligned on a trade before the deadline. Now, allegedly in advanced talks with the Cavs for a deal involving Darius Garland. Would the beard be a good fit in the land? Paul George suspended 25 games for violating the league's anti-drug policy. But is this actually good news for the Sixers? And the NBA announced the reserves for the All-Star game here in Los Angeles at the Intuit Dome, the Clippers Arena. Which players deserve the love and who got snubbed? Before we get into all that, as always, this show is brought to you by Underdog. The big game is finally here. And if you want to get in on the action, you already know I'm using Underdog. It's super simple. You just pick higher or lower on 2 or more player stats like touchdowns, receptions, and more. And you can win up to 5,000 times your entry. And it's not just football. They've got all the options. For the big game, Underdog's hooking it up with a big reveal. Just choose your favorite player and see if you get a gimme pick. Underdog's available in most states, including Texas, California, and Florida. New customers get $75 in bonus entries when they play just $5 to get started. Just use code GIL when you sign up, and it'll load instantly. Underdog, make picks, win money with code GIL. And if you can't watch the show live with us on YouTube, we have audio versions available on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. So Sunday, the NBA announced the 7 All-Star Game reserves for the Eastern and Western Conference as voted by the league's coaches. And naturally, there was some controversy and at least one egregious snub. Let's take a look at the list. East first. You got Scotty Barnes, Jalen Duren, Jalen Johnson, Donovan Mitchell, Norman Powell, Pascal Siakam, Karl Anthony Towns, all getting the nod as the Eastern Conference reserves. They joined the East starters, which include Giannis, Cade Cunningham, Tyrese Maxey, Jalen Brunson, and Jaylen Brown. Obviously, Giannis hurt right now, so likely we're not playing that game, but still got the All-Star starter distinction. Now let's take a look at the West All-Star reserves, if we can, please. So we got Denny Avdia, Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, Anthony Edwards, Chet Holmgren, LeBron, Raymond James Sr., and Jamal Murray, all making the list. Joining West starters, Nikola Jokic, Luka, SGA, Steph Curry, and Wemby. Game features 6 first-time All-Stars with Denny Avdia, Jalen Duren, Chet Holmgren, Jalen Johnson, Jamal Murray, and Norman Powell, each making their first appearance. As a reminder, the reserves are voted on by all the coaches in the league, with no coach being allowed to vote for any of their own players. So again, when you take a look at this list, are you rolling with the NBA All-Star reserves for the Eastern and Western Conference?
You go back?
Which one?
I didn't
Which one would you like to see first?
It don't matter. I didn't recognize a lot of those.
Can we go back to the East?
That's like stars.
You know you make me wanna.
Too cute. My shop is officially live. Oh my gosh, I got a sale!
I got one. You know you make me wanna.
Welcome to the new generation of web creation, where your vision and technology works as one, so you can create the way you think. Wix.
So the star behind their name, that's the first time?
First time is the asterisk by the end of their name.
Yeah, some of those are going to be last time too. But listen, can I ask you
be supportive.
Can I have you a question? Do you think this team could beat the OKC? Thunder?
In a 7-game series or just a one-off?
Yeah, just 7 games.
In the NBA Cup semifinal?
Just 7-game series in the playoffs.
Wait, could they beat OKC in a 7-game series?
Yeah.
Damn, that's a hell no.
See, the fact that we even the fact that we
thought about it,
like of course real fast, it just kind of
that's nasty lineup.
I'm okay. Look, that's the reason. That's the reason the All-Star game fell off. You can say whatever you want, but if you look back at the 80s and 90s, you didn't have a lot of option 3s and option 2s on teams.
Okay.
Philly, you had AI, and then because of the center position, you had Mutombo.
Okay.
Everybody else?
But Mutombo was a fan favorite.
But everybody else are #1 options on their team. The star player, the guy you're coming to see. Some of these guys are not the best player on their team, but you want to say they're top 24 because of their team record, but their team record is pushed by the #1 option, not the #3 option. So that is the problem with the All-Star game. It's becoming watered down with the talent, not the best players.
But a lot
Who's
of
the #3 option on there?
Too, though.
Huh?
Like, of course, Tatum would have been on there. But he's hurt. I got a feeling in that spot.
Yes, just another superstar somewhere else.
But where else is another superstar in the East?
I mean, shit, Trae Young probably would have been on this.
Nah, they don't get Trae Young respect.
Right? I mean, he averaged,
he missed a lot of time.
Paulo, okay, he would have been on there.
He should be on there.
Oh, he's not on there.
Garland was hurt.
We cool.
Right, so this is just one of those.
The East, though.
Sure.
That's what I'm saying.
So this is just one of those years, like we've been saying, in the East, though.
Embiid, oh yeah.
Like
Michael Porter.
We go to the All-Star game for the superstar.
Carmelo.
We can see these names when they come to our city. You spend $10, $20, $40, $50,000 to see the best players in the world.
Tyrese hurt.
So you're saying like back in your day, like All-Star game, you guys had to be number one to even have two people, because everybody else, right, was.
No, in my day they started that bullshit when they did that Detroit Pistons. They pulled 4 players off that team.
Can I ask y'all a question?
Yeah.
Who would you rather have?
LaMelo Ball? Well, I mean, who? Out of who?
Just on the list. Who would you rather
Me
have?
watching? I'd rather have me personally, and like that's available.
Who are you taking off? Who are you putting on?
I'm putting Embiid on. Well, hold on.
Are you rocking with Embiid now, Gil? Hold on.
Yeah.
Because last week
I wasn't.
Stop doing that.
No,
I'm in the middle of. Okay,
no,
you know what I'm saying? I was gonna get there. Okay, I'm just making sure.
We're gonna get to that.
I know, but
I said rocking with him. He's healthy to play in this game.
Yeah.
No one was. We're rocking with Embiid when he's healthy. If he's healthy, we're rocking with him. If he's not, he's not. But him on one leg is still better than. Show the list.
Yeah, 26. Yeah.
One leg Embiid is still better than. Show the list.
Who are you taking off?
For Embiid, you can take off
Norman Powell.
everybody but Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, he can go.
For Embiid, everybody but Donovan Mitchell, he can replace.
All right, who else?
Lonzo Ball.
I'm rolling. He should be in there.
You mean
What?
LaMelo?
LaMelo Ball.
But come on now.
He's in.
Shout out to Lonzo. We love you, Lonzo. But
Is he playing All-Star basketball right now?
Is any of them playing All-Star basketball right now?
I believe so.
Who?
Norman Powell.
Ain't Brandon Ingram the leader?
Is Norman Powell the best player on his team?
No, Brandon Ingram
is the
is.
leader.
Yeah, Brandon Ingram should be on
Brandon
there.
Ingram should be on there. I don't know why he's not on there.
Is Norman Powell the best player on the Heat?
Yeah.
No, he's the scorer they have. Just like Hero was a scorer, but what's the name was the best player?
Playing All-Star basketball right now.
23 is All-Star basketball now.
For the Heat right now, yes. Just like Pascal's playing All-Star basketball for the
Averaging 23.
right now.
Averaging 20. So now we're just going to points. He's averaging 23 points.
I'm asking this. This is what I wanted to get into.
So let me ask you a question, Dan, before you ask yours. Because we can't use his record to cheat, he's averaging 23 on a 13-win team as the only player on the team. Last year, you had the whole team there, he averaged 20. So his production went up 3 points. 3 points. So you're saying James Harden's not playing better. You're saying Kawhi Leonard with his numbers not playing better.
What I'm saying is right now.
AR's not playing better with his numbers.
This is the East. Right now with the East, it's wide open for All-Stars because you got so many injuries. Halliburton's down, Tatum's down, Embiid's not being picked. These are slots that would
Embiid can be
picked,
like,
right? So they're not. So these are reserves. These are guys these are guys we should be applauding for being able to put up the numbers that they put up to be able to be selected based on it being the third tier level down on injuries and all of these other things. Hey, you've been playing well enough.
Michael Porter Jr.?
Embiid?
He's not in there.
So
he averages.
Hey, that might be one that I would sub out for Scotty Barnes. And even
For Scotty Barnes, you're going to win a team.
You look at
What about Brandon?
Brandon Ingram.
Brandon Ingram and
These are question. Every year, do we not have questionable picks?
Brandon Ingram.
Do we have questionable picks
No,
every year?
we've never
Dame Lillard has been snubbed.
Superstar.
Trey Young has been snubbed over and over again.
Yeah, but
These are snubs we talk about every year. So this is what I would like to get.
we talk about one or two.
Let me get to it.
This is the whole NBA.
We want the stars to always occupy the all-star categories based on whether they are playing all-star level or not. Just because you're a first option, second option, don't mean you're an automatic all-star.
Yeah.
Some guys are playing all-star level. There's third option. These are guys like Kyle Korver. These are guys that can play, that are playing well, are deservingly so getting picked. So you're Chris Mullins, the Mitch Richmonds, the Kevin Johnsons. These are all guys back then that you look and you be like, how did he make it over him?
No, Chris Mullins was the number
Who were they
two guard in
making
the
it
league.
over?
Kevin Johnson averaged 20 and 10.
Anthony Mason was an all-star.
Who?
Anthony Mason.
Yeah.
Who did he make it over?
I don't know.
I don't know.
He did over somebody who everybody probably thought he was more deserving. But these are things that I'm saying. Well, they're guys that should be applauded for making it.
but we're saying that they should be replaced by a second or first option guy based on them being all-stars. Scotty Barnes is up there because he was an all-star before.
But Brandon Ingram was too before.
So why
did he get punished?
Yeah, why is Brandon Ingram?
And his team is winning.
Why is Brandon Ingram up there?
We don't.
Norman Powell got snubbed last year.
Is your mattress giving you aches and pains? At Mattress Firm, our sleep experts can match you with a more supportive mattress like Sealy Posturepedic with targeted support to help relieve those nagging aches. And right now, save up to $700. Mattress Firm, we make sleep easy.
Access changes people's lives.
I'm building a financial institution, and I need a partner.
See what happens when you listen to me?
Who did I marry?
I got a tip that there might be more underneath the hood.
Without a smoking gun, you will lose.
You should get out beforehand. Whose end?
He don't deserve to be up there this year?
Because he got snubbed last year?
I like Powell. I like
playing
Powell.
better than Michael Porter.
I like Powell.
Yeah.
I like Powell now.
Jalen Durden, does he deserve to be an all-star? Does his numbers speak all-star numbers?
Yeah, you tell me.
No.
Okay.
Michael Porter Jr.'s numbers speak all-star, but is he an all-star?
Should be.
No, not. Well,
I mean, it's not all-star because they get picked.
What team does Jalen Durden play on?
The number one team in the East?
Number one team in the East.
So let's talk about it.
Just Michael Porter Jr.'s play on.
Every year there are deserving players who don't make the All-Star team. Here are some of the snubs for this year. Let's take a full list. You guys have mentioned several of them. This according to the Underdog NBA account. But you got, like you said, Michael Porter Jr. in the East, Bam Adebayo, Joel Embiid, who I'm proud to see you supporting and saying he deserves some All-Star love. So
you forgot Ingram. Ingram, the guy who hits all the game winners at the end of the game.
Just some of them. These are notable.
Man.
Notable. But you got Michael Porter Jr. averaging 26, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, career highs for him. Embiid is putting up 26, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, and 29 games this season. Bam Adebayo averaging 18 and 10. West, like we mentioned, current Clippers, Kawhi Leonard, I use current, James Harden, both weren't picked as coaches, reserves, even though the game is currently at their home arena. Like you mentioned, Gil Kawhi averaging career high 28 points on 50, 39, 91 splits. 6 rebounds, 4 assists, also a league-leading 2.1 steals. He's the first player in NBA history to average those numbers and not be an all-star. You got Şengün as well, averaging 21 and 9 and 6 assists. So when you look at it, I mean, how egregious is that Kawhi snub?
It's egregious because, and this was my argument about the Euro versus the what's-the-name game. Because someone like Pascal, you're the best Euro having a good time.
Yeah.
So you're not even in the category with everyone else because they have to have 8 Euros on the team to fill out the roster.
Yeah.
Wait.
So LeBron James is having a better year than Kawhi?
Okay, I see what you're saying. So, okay.
Wait, LeBron James is deserving of an all-star?
No, I'm telling you the difference between the snubs, because the Americans are going to get snubbed more because they control All-Star game. There's usually 5 or 6 Euros. Now they have to put 2 more in for no reason. Just because. So that's why you have a guy who won 13 games, and that doesn't happen.
Şengün got left off.
He's going to be replacing somebody.
He's got.
So Giannis
going to be replaced by him. So they pulled in somebody else.
He's on the West. He got snubbed, right?
But he's not on the West. He's in the
Steph
Euro.
Curry and LeBron James are both all-stars. Mm-hmm. LeBron is averaging less.
Than who?
Than Kawhi.
Than Kawhi, yeah.
So why is that not the conversation?
More wins.
Of a Euro. That's Americans.
Winning matters.
That's an American
They
thing.
said winning matters.
Oh, that's what we're going to
No. No, they
That's what the coaches feel.
Don't use the Euro thing. Use the American thing because
No.
He
This whole
replacing
thing,
somebody else.
the whole thing.
LeBron not retiring. This ain't a fair.
It could be. I'm sorry, we don't know.
Now again, if the most Euros is 4 or 5, making it every year, and they're throwing a game, and now 8 has to make it. That means there's going to be 2 to 3 players that don't make this team that's going to be put on the team. So you have a record that has a guy on it just averaging 23. On the bottom feeding team that makes it to the All-Star game where it's never happened.
Yeah.
It don't happen.
What does that have
You
to
got
do with
people.
Jalen
You got
Durden?
people. You got people.
Jalen Durden is American.
You got people who.
Norman Powell is American.
Oh, we're not talking
These are
about the
two-
Americans.
So why are they not being the substitutions?
Okay,
Why are they not subbing the other
Okay, so
guys?
let's try it again. There's 24 All-Stars regular.
Yeah.
Only 4 to 5 Euros make it. Only 4 to 5. Since they're doing a Euro game, that means they have to pull 3 to 4 All-Stars on the Euro side to make this game happen, which means less Americans have to make it because they got to put more Euros in. So that means 4 less Americans, 4 more Euros. So that means a Euro who's averaging 23 points on a bad team is going to make it, which says everybody, wait, hold on. I averaged 28 and 10, and I was the 8th spin, and you took me out.
The Marcus.
But that's
now I can average 13.
This is the West. This is the West.
There's no West.
Show the West.
There's no West.
Show the West reserve.
Bro, it is 2 teams. It is
We know
West
that.
Americans.
Yes. We know that.
Euros.
Is Chet a Euro?
It's not going to be. I don't think it's going to be West America.
West Americans.
The way the numbers break down, that's not possible because you got more international.
It's 9, 8, and 7. Well, shit, 10, 8, and 7.
You got more international players on the West side.
Yes,
You don't have
up shit.
Okay, how about this,
bro? Chet Holmgren deserves it.
Hold on. Relax.
Over Kawhi?
Why? Relax since y'all don't do. Euros. Count the Euros, sir. How many Euros are there?
Yeah, this is the international team. There's more.
How
more
many international players are there?
Euro.
How many? 8?
Gil's flexible because you got Cat could be international.
Cat is a regular.
You got Norman Powell who's Jamaican who could be international. There's the movement in the shape that can go on.
We know who the team is. They have 8 of them.
Okay.
They're in the East team. Okay. What is it? 9? West team, 7. Okay?
So if we can, Ian, can you pull up that world roster for me? Let's take a look for what potentially could be.
2 reserves that are.
I'm so confused on the All-Star game now. I thought it was just East versus West, and then the Euros would go to the.
Okay, so world team. Here we go. 8.
Okay.
But there is a potential.
8.
You can shift Cat to that side.
8.
You can shift Norman Powell to that
Then who are you going to take off?
Giannis is not playing in the game, Gil.
Then they're going to add one. They're not going to move one over. They're going to have to add one.
If you add Embiid, Embiid's American.
Embiid or Embiid is where he's at. So you have 8. Here's the 8 so
Embiid
far.
was on the Olympic team. When they
Here's
going to go
the 8 so far,
But only
sir.
7 are playing, sir.
Okay, they're going to move. So Sengun, they're going to move one out, but you can see who their team is. There's no Cat. There's no possible Cat. There's no
what's
possible
wrong with what you're saying? What is the what is your conversation? What's wrong with them picking these guys?
Because you see the bottom 3?
Yes, they're added to the.
They're being added.
Oh,
to the
okay,
team.
okay.
So they're not deserving
No,
of
like
All-Stars.
usually
So they're not deserving of All-Stars.
Usually those guys don't make it. It's always the top 5.
So Denny Avdia is not.
But you don't think Jamal Murray deserves to be an All-Star based on the year he's having?
No. See, okay, now
Use your third eye.
No, listen. I thought the international players were just going to have their team. I didn't know that you could take some players from here and add to the East and West. I thought
it all last year.
Still don't think that because that's not real. Y'all just making it up.
But you have fringe guys who played international that can still represent America.
I know,
You keep saying they could. They're not. So stop saying that.
All right, Gil, when
Wemby
they
is not going to play with us. They're showing you what their team is.
Yeah.
They're showing you right here.
So
So why you keep talking about they could?
What's wrong with their team?
No,
and we're
the
forcing
problem.
this game to happen.
Right, this-
and
It's
we
not
need
this game. It's not the game. Like, you guys are fucking being fooled.
No, I understand what you're saying.
Jesus Christ.
If y'all motherfuckers showed up to play hard, we wouldn't be doing this shit. Period.
No,
If you showed up to the All-Star game to play for the fans, we wouldn't be doing this. Now we're doing it. Now you're complaining about who's on the fucking world team?
No, because
What are we talking about?
No,
so fucking what? These niggas are playing All-Star level.
No,
So what?
it.
So what?
You cooking. You
What
cooking.
the fuck?
Hold on. You cooking.
What the fuck is going on?
That's not it.
Okay,
That's not it.
Pascal can move out, put Sengun in.
That's not
cool. What's the argument now?
That's not it.
What's the argument now?
Just let him keep being loud. I want to ask him a question.
What's the argument?
No, listen, I thought the All-Star game was they picking their international players for their team,
It
right?
should have been 12 and 12.
Right, yes. And then you have your East. The East players that make it.
They have it.
The East, right? And then the West. I didn't know that you were going to just add some players from this side and just to add them to the game.
this would be 3 teams of 8, 2 USA teams, 1 international team.
Right, this is the trick.
If either side didn't get the necessary players, so if they can get 16 Americans or 8 international players, Adam Silver can basically come in and do whatever he wants to fill in the blank.
And that's exactly what happened.
You become an all-star just because
you have your squad, but you still have your best West and your best East. So if you're on an international squad, you shouldn't just move on to an East or West team. Don't matter.
No, they're not moving on to an East and West.
You just said
there's that
part.
There's 3 teams. Right. There's 8.
Okay.
8's in the middle. Euros.
Okay.
8 Americans.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a sandwich. American,
right? So 8 is 24. Okay. There's 16 Americans. Usually there's 20 Americans. 21 to 19. So you see how many more Americans is gone.
Okay.
Then you're adding 3 Euro players that normally don't make this team because they got to fill out the roster.
Yeah.
I said this last year. I said, "What do they get a real all-star bid to put them in?" So they tried it last year, and you guys was too busy not paying attention because you want to run generic. You say the Americans don't play hard. Now they tested this out last year. They had 2 American teams and 1 Euro team, and then they threw in Candace Parker's what's-the-name team to throw everybody off. Now, here is the 2 American teams from last year. They had Shaq. He had LeBron, Steph, Anthony Davis, Jason Tatum, Kevin Durant, Dame Leonard, James Harden, Jaylen Brown. Then Kenny Smith had Anthony Edwards, Jalen Brunson, JJJ, Jaden Williams, Darius Garland, Evan Mobley, Cade, Tyro Hilo. Americans, right? Then Chuck had to, remember, I was just going to pick Euros. He had the Euro team. Jokic, Giannis, Shea, Wemby, Pascal, Sengun, Karl Anthony Towns, and then they put Donovan Mitchell on it. Right? Now, the Euro team, who did they play first game? Candace Parker's team.
Okay.
Them young boys damn near beat them because they wasn't playing hard.
Okay.
They went to the championship. What happened to them in the championship? Got their brakes blew off because they wasn't playing hard.
Okay.
So, sir, what you're pushing of the Euros playing hard and the Americans is not, besides Giannis, you can't name 1 European player that went out there and gave an all-star performance like they do in regular season. You can't name one outside of Giannis. So to push this narrative of the Euros is about to go in there, first of all, the game is diluted anyway.
Yeah.
And the reason the game is diluted is this. You have a Euro team where it's the best Euros. Then you have 16 Americans, which means they're going to have to dilute both teams. So that means you probably won't see Steph. You won't see Steph, Jaylen Brown, Jalen Brunson, LeBron James, and Curry on the same team. They're going to mix them. They're going to have them half and half. A diluted version of what you guys want to see. See, now if this was 12 and 12, let's get the rocking. But to say this is us versus them, no, you're just putting a diluted team. Most likely, if it's me, what you're going to do is you're going to have the Euro team play the smallest team. So have them play the Eastern Conference team, beat the dog shit out of them, and then you play the Western Conference team.
Could you put back up there what it just said? Yeah, right there. That's what it says. It says the team world roster.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't look like a diluted
So this is their team.
No, this isn't confirmed yet, but this is what would have
their team.
This has the best players.
So the American teams, right? The Dame is not there. All those players you said from the other 16, a lot of those players
Can you put
are not
the 16 up so he can see it?
A lot of those
Just put the
players
16 up because I don't think he'd be listening sometimes.
No, we do not have to see. We got the reserves for both sides.
Can you put
Can
the
I
Americans?
finish? Because you just cooked. You just
put the
cooked.
Americans up there so you know what you're talking about.
You just cooked.
Okay.
So
I know I did.
last year's shit was shit, right? It was shit.
Boo boo.
Who?
LeBron didn't play, right?
The Euros was shit.
LeBron didn't play last year, right?
Plus, they thought about that, right?
No, he didn't play.
He didn't ball.
No.
Yeah, the G League, they was balling against the Euro. They played the Euro.
So this year, the Americans are going to have to muster with whatever roster they have based on the injuries, based on the guys not being available, and dealing with what they got. They got their starters. We've seen who the starters are, right? We've seen who the American starters,
No, we don't know.
Edwards,
That's not the
Steph Curry.
That's not the American starters.
All of those guys who the Americans are, right?
Can y'all show me this so he can sound like you know what he's talking about?
Kevin Durant.
So I'll give you I'll just read out the East team.
Just name out the reasons.
Since I can't finish my statement.
No, name out the reasons. You're already starting off bad. You just put Anthony Edwards as a starter, and he's not a starter.
Because, you know, it just sounds crazy when we just talk about the group we put together, and you're going to have to face us now.
So that's the Euro team.
We don't want to hear no excuses.
No, that's the Euro team.
Diluting your side.
Now look at the American team.
So let me read out the East starters and reserves. You just want the Americans, Gil?
We can see theirs. He can't see the other one, so he doesn't know what we're talking about.
We literally can't see it. That's why I'm
Yeah, so read the West team if this was a West team.
So the West starters minus the Euros is just Steph Curry.
It's the Americans. Because this is world.
This is the world. That's what we can go off. We can just go off this. I'm gonna read it to you.
Americans.
Well, I'm gonna read it to you. So the West starters minus international players is literally just Steph Curry, and then reserves.
So you have to bring in. So you have to bring in. So you got Steph as a starter.
Bring in shit. Who name the damn name? Stop putting extra shit on it. So name the name.
No, but of the starters, Steph's the only American, and then in the reserves you got Anthony Edwards, Chet Holmgren, Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, LeBron.
Okay, so how many people is that? That's 7. We should have 7 or 6.
That's 4. One with Steph. Hold on. You got me doing math and shit. Gil. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6.
6. So you got 6 on the West. Now let's go to the East.
So East, you've got Kay Cunningham, Tyrese Maxey, Jalen Brunson, and Jaylen Brown, the starters that are 4 Americans. Giannis, the only international player on that side. Then the other Americans, you got Donovan Mitchell, Jalen Johnson, Cat, if you want to call him Cat. Norm Powell, who is Jamaican, but you can make him American. Scotty Barnes, Jalen Duren.
That sounds like a lot of motherfuckers.
Yeah, so there's 10 over there and 8 over. So again,
sounds like a lot of motherfuckers to choose from.
What do you mean choose from?
To pick your roster when you want to go up against these dudes.
Remember, there's 2 American teams, sir.
You have a lot to choose from.
Okay, so how about this? How do we pick? So just so you know this, you see their team, right? We have 2 teams. So do we load one team with the best 8?
We don't give a fuck what you do. Show up and play hard.
Won't you talk like an analyst?
Show up.
Won't you talk like an analyst now?
Show up.
Talk like an analyst. You have 16 players and you got to have 8. So what do you do with 2 teams? Do you put the best 8 on one team and say fuck the other team? Or do you try to dilute both of them so they both are competitive?
We don't care.
Because I can tell you this.
We just want you to show up and play hard. We just want you to show up and put on a show for the fans,
let's talk to you like
show up and play hard, bro.
So we won't see a team that has like Cade, right?
Ant-Man.
It won't be Cade, Ant-Man, at the 3, KD, LeBron, Cat, who else? Chet. Who else? Donovan Mitchell and Curry. We won't see that 8 together.
Why?
Huh?
Why? If they have to play against the world, right? Don't they?
Because it's 2 teams, man. You
ask them why again.
You gotta break it down. You gotta break it down.
You're diluting the 16 Americans between two teams.
I told y'all. I said y'all don't want to listen.
That's what I thought it was.
I tried to tell this nigga. I said this all last year.
That's what I thought it was going to be.
I thought it was like
put the 16 up against the 8.
I said just put the best international players against the best.
But they don't got
other stuff. I don't know what this is. I don't get it. I don't get all this.
I do. I get it.
I just thought it was going to be.
Stop making excuses. Just show up and play, bro.
No, that's what I thought.
It's a new format.
You're supposed to be an analyst.
It's a new format, man.